Are you a binge eater? If so, I'm going to teach you 3 easy steps to help you stop binge eating today. Hi, I'm Brittany Watkins, and I'm known for my cutting-edge methods to put an end to emotional eating and binge eating by reprogramming the mind. Over the last 15 years, I've made it my mission to find the best, most advanced methods to overcome self-sabotage and emotional eating. Along the way, I cured my own battle with weight, and I've helped thousands of women do the same. All right, so the first step to overcome binge eating is it's kind of not what you would normally think. So the first thing that I want you to do after you have a binge is I want you to actually feed yourself after you have the binge. So this is what a lot of people do. After they binge, they feel so stuffed and bloated and they feel really, really bad about themselves that they end up starving themselves all day. So if you're watching this video, I'm sure you've had that experience where you binge late at night and then you wake up in the morning and you're like, right, okay, I feel terrible about that. So today I'm gonna be perfect. I'm gonna follow my diet. I'm gonna do all those perfect things. But actually what I want you to do is I want you to feed yourself a really nice, healthy breakfast, okay? I want you to actually enjoy the food that you eat. So feed yourself something really good, not low fat this, low carb this, low carb, like have some eggs and some bacon and some avocado and some toast, like really, really give yourself a nice, good meal, okay? Because actually what's happening is that your logical brain goes offline while you binge. So there's been studies that show that we've got our emotional brain and our logical brain. And when somebody's eating emotionally, their logical brain actually goes offline because their emotional brain has taken over. So the reason that the emotional brain takes over is because something has triggered you into fight or flight response. And when that happens, you almost can't even remember what's going on, and you can't even remember what you're doing. I'll tell you a funny story. I used to have this student in one of my programs, and she came to me and she said, Brittany, I've gained 30 pounds. And you know, I don't know how I do it because I eat perfectly, I track all my food, and I never overeat. I don't know what's going on. And I started talking to her about emotional eating, and one day about 3 months into working together, she goes, oh my gosh, Brittany, I found myself the other day scarfing a McDonald's hamburger down in the middle of the freeway. I had just gone through the drive-through, and my son was with me, and he was looking at me, and I was eating like I was an animal. She's like, I didn't even realize I was doing this. And so it's really, really difficult at this stage in overcoming binge eating. It's really difficult to stop before you start. Okay, so this is sort of a strategy to help you after you've had a binge manage that better, and also know that this really isn't your fault. There's something that's triggering you so much that you're probably not even going to have an awareness that you're doing this until it's already over. But I don't want you to punish yourself after it's over. I want you to actually nourish and feed yourself after the binge. Okay, so that's step 1. All right, now moving on to step 2, I want you to actually be kind to yourself. So give yourself a real reward. What I want you to do is I want you to look at your binge eating behavior as an attempt to take care of yourself. According to a study at the US National Library of Medicine, the study tells us that binging on food actually creates a flood of dopamine in the brain, which is the feel-good hormone. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter critically involved in the reward and motivational aspects of eating. Addiction studies actually show that people who have addictive tendencies actually have lower dopamine levels in their brain. So while you are recovering from your binge, what I want you to do is I want you to just really nourish yourself. Instead of beating yourself up and feeling all the hatred and saying all the nasty things that you say to yourself, I want you to take more time to really create things that feel good. Remember, dopamine is that feel-good hormone, so that's a sign that you need more things that feel good in your life. So here's a couple of options for you. You can just take a few hours just for you. How often are you just running, doing things for everybody except for you? So I want you to take just a couple of hours, carve out, tell everybody in your life, this is my time, and you get to do whatever you want to do. You can curl up with a good book, you can watch a movie, just relax, and remember to speak nicely to yourself. Tell yourself positive, affirming things. You can exercise. If you're somebody that likes to exercise, exercise is a great way to create that dopamine response. also doing something creative. Studies have shown that creativity also releases all these really great feel-good, happy chemicals. So if there's anything that you're passionate about, or maybe you can pick up something that you've always wanted to try that you've never tried before. All right, and the third and final step, and this one's probably my most favorite, is to use emotional freedom techniques, EFT, or tapping as we give it the nickname, to work through your cravings and the emotional responses, that fight or flight that's actually causing you to overeat. Those things can be addressed with this amazing technique. So I'm known in the tapping industry as the expert on tapping for weight loss. And if you want to know how to use it on this specific issue, just go to 33scripts.com and it'll give you this amazing, amazing booklet, downloadable PDF that you can actually start working with right away to help overcome these emotional responses and those food cravings, okay? Make sure you share the love. If you know anyone else that's struggling with binge eating or emotional eating, make sure you pass this along to them as well. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel or page to make sure that you're the first to know about the new tips and tricks and all the classes that I teach about overcoming binge and emotional eating. All right, take care. Lots of love. Bye. I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
Okay, 3 big breaths. Or that. And I am sure that this gets included in your video.
Do a little booby shake. All right.
All right.